So what are the best ways to use the social media advertising platforms? I got 3 tips coming up. Hello everybody and welcome to Expert Influencer Academy. I'm your host Charles Watson, and on this channel we help you position, package, promote, and partner so that you can monetize your content across the top 5 social media platforms. If this is your first time to our channel, please consider subscribing. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about 3 ways that you can leverage the social media advertising platforms to increase your awareness, increase your customer base, and drive cash flow into your startup or solopreneur endeavor. You know, there is no denying that social media advertising is a must if you're looking to reach a target audience fast. An effective social media strategy can help you collect new leads. It can drive website traffic, increase your product or brand awareness, and increase sales. In today's social media landscape, guys, the platforms are moving away from a traditional organic strategy, and they're slowly pushing startups and solopreneurs into a pay-for-play model. In fact, a recent study conducted by Social Media Examiner in their 2019 Social Media Marketing Industry Report shows that 85% of the marketers that were surveyed reported that less than 6% of their audience, less than 6% of the people that follow them are seeing their content organically. The reason for this shift is simple, guys. It's all about money. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, these guys are generating billions of dollars in every year from advertising. Hootsuite just came out with a report that says in 2018, the social media platforms generated $51.3 billion. And that projection is scheduled to grow 10.5% annually, so there is no slowing down. So how do you use the social advertising platforms to effectively maximize your reach? I got 3 tips I want to share with you right now. The first tip, guys, is you need to know your goal. A successful advertising campaign on these social media platforms really starts with a well-defined goal. And that basically means, what do you want to accomplish? Do you want more followers? Is that a goal of yours? Do you want more people to engage with your content by liking, sharing, and subscribing to your channels? Is that a goal? Do you want, to drive people to sign up to your email list? Are you trying to grow a contact list? Are you trying to grow an email list? Is that your goal? Or are you trying to sell a specific product or service? Maybe that is your goal. The important thing to remember here, guys, is that there is no right or wrong decision, and there is no right or wrong goal. All the goals have equal value and they have equal merit, but you really want to focus on one campaign, one goal. The mistake that novice social media marketers make is that they try to accomplish their goals in one advertisement. And guys, when you're first starting out, you might think that this is a great strategy, but often, more than not, it really leads to customer confusion, and it really leads to a disconnect with your customers, with your brand or business. Let me give you an example. Remember the game Simon Says when you were a kid? You remember that as long as the directions were clear and as long as the directions were slow, you really didn't have a problem keeping up with Simon Says. But when the directions became faster and when they became more at one time, when they bombarded you with commands that Simon Says, you became frustrated, you had a lapse in judgment, and you probably ended up losing the game. Your audience is the same way. If your directions aren't slow, aren't clear, and aren't concise, your audience is going to lose the game. And honestly, that's going to in turn make you lose the marketing game. And so it's a lose-lose situation. So define your goals, one goal, one campaign. The second tip I have for you guys is know your audience. You know, there's an old adage in advertising that says if you try to reach everyone, you end up reaching no one. And one of the biggest temptations for a solopreneur or a startup company is the urge to tell everyone about your business, your product, and your services, right? Well, rather than doing this, you should take the time to actually define who your product or service is going to serve. Is your product going to benefit startup photographers? Is your product going to benefit podcasters? Is your product going to benefit artists? Is your product going to benefit stay-at-home moms? Is your product going to benefit teachers? The specific you get with defining your audience, the more niche you're going to become. And guys, that is the key. The more you can niche down and the more specific you can become, the greater chance you're going to have of showing up in search results. These algorithms, you're going to hack these algorithms and people will actually search for the topic and the service that you offer. So this is really powerful. You know, you're probably not going to show up in the search results for best photo classes because this term is really broad and it really has stiff competition. But let me tell you, you have a great chance of showing up if your audience searches a topic like best photo classes for beginners under the age of 35. So know your audience. And the best way to do this, guys, is to create an avatar. An avatar can serve your business or brand, and that avatar really needs to represent your target audience, and it gives you a visualization of who your content and your marketing is for. Let me give you an example. Let's say hi to Tara. Tara is a 42-year-old marketing executive who has two kids, Bobby, who's 7, and Susie, who's 9. She has a husband, Dick, who's 52, and has a dog named Snickers, who's 2. Tara loves crossword puzzles, she loves taking her kids to soccer practice, and she loves cooking up little mini quiches during the holidays. While Tara might seem like she's calm and collected on the outside, deep down she only wants a successful career and a loving family. At night, Tara drowns all her sorrows away in a nice, pricey glass of Chardonnay. Guys, based on this avatar and these metrics, we can now start to create advertising and content that's going to draw Tara and people just like her into our brand. I hope you guys can see how powerful this is. Take the time to create an avatar so that you can exactly understand who your target market is and how your business or brand can help make their lives better. Guys, the last tip I have for you is you need to make your content and your advertising social and valuable. Today's consumer and today's market has changed. One of the most brilliant minds in the marketing space today, Seth Godin, is credited by saying that content marketing is the only marketing that's left. Guys, your audience is constantly bombarded with sales offers, advertising, noise on the social media platforms. You can jump on Facebook and scroll forever. It never stops. And you got to realize that your audience uses the social media platforms just like you do. You're scrolling past those ads. You're scrolling past things that don't grab your attention. It's human nature. In order to get through to them, guys, you're going to have to get clever and you're going to have to learn how to connect with your target audience. You know, marketing today should build trust. It should build loyalty, and it should add value to the end user. In fact, my advice for you is instead of spending $500 on advertising, take that $500 and invest it into a great product or a great service that your audience is going to get excited about, and your audience is going to want to share with their family and friends. That is more beneficial. And remember, guys, when you're creating your advertising campaigns and when you're creating content across the social media platforms, don't dictate to your audience. Instead, guide them. You want to place yourself as the guide. You want to build marketing campaigns that show them how they can directly change their lives with your product or services. If you add value up front without asking anything in return, then people are going to be more likely, and they're going to feel more compelled to follow you, to purchase from you, and to engage with you. People buy from people they know. Always remember that. Your content and your marketing strategy should really work hand in hand to ensure that you're providing the best information possible to get your customers the results they want and that they're looking for in the fastest amount of time. And remember, your whole content strategy, your whole marketing strategy should be keeping your target audience as the hero, you being the guide, and guiding your audience from point A to point B in everything that you do. Guys, this strategy is not going to be easy to accomplish because you actually have to listen to your customers and you have to know what their challenges are. You're going to have to make deep connections with your customers and focus on their true pain points, and then you need to step in and provide the solutions that they desperately need. In the end, if you're not creating content that gets people excited, that helps people and engages people, then what are you doing? You're just wasting time and you're just wasting money. In closing, guys, the social media advertising is a great way to add fuel to your startup or your entrepreneur business. However, you need to make sure that there's enough material available for the fire to burn long term. You wouldn't throw gasoline on one charcoal briquette in the barbecue. You wouldn't throw gasoline on one log in a bonfire. That is a waste of fuel, and advertising is the same way. The dollars you put behind an advertising campaign is the fuel to get your content and get your message in front of prospects and a new market and a new audience. And if you are not set up on the back end and on the home end to take advantage of that, you're just spinning your wheels. You gotta be ready for what my mentors call the Oprah moment. If Oprah was to pick up that phone right now and be like, hey, I need you to come on and describe your business and tell us about your products or services, you need to have the infrastructure and you need to have the backbone in place that you can capitalize on that golden opportunity. Well, guys, that is all the time we have for today. I hope you found this information valuable. If you did, please smash that like button and please share this information with someone you might think that could benefit from it. I hope that this gives you a clearer picture on how to position yourself in your market space to take advantage of not only content marketing on these social platforms, but also the advertising engines that these platforms provide. If you like this, guys, don't forget to check out our website, expertinfluenceracademy.com. I have a link there in the show notes. That is where our blog lives. That is where our Easy Like Sunday Morning archive lives. And we have tons of great information for startups and solopreneurs that are just getting started and wanting to position, package, promote, and partner so that they can monetize their content across the top 5 social media platforms. Also, guys, for a limited time, I am doing social media channel audits. I've had a few people reach out to me and express to me that they would like my help in making sure that they look uniform across all the social media platforms, that their message is clear across all the social media platforms. If you are one of those people and you're looking for help, head over to our Facebook page, Expert Influencer Academy. Check out our shop. We have all the services that we offer listed there. Guys, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking us out, and we will see you in the next video.